What's up, guys? It's DJ. Welcome to Gamma Bro Hulk Reviews. Now for your Gamma Dose of the Jade Giant, today's featured Hulk item is this really cool Disney Store exclusive 6-pack of Spider-Man and his friends, and the review is coming up next. Thanks for joining me today, guys. So this is a fun video. Marvel's Toybox is a Disney exclusive toy action figure set that has come out in the last, 4 or 5 years, I believe. It's a smaller series. So they released about maybe 32 figures and a lot of different 2-packs and action sets. Basically, Disney has the full rights to these figures, and they release them exclusively through the Disney Store. And these figures have trickled down into a couple online retailers and bigger retailers like Amazon, but for the most part, for the really rare figures, the exclusive figures, they are based off the Disney Store itself. Toybox figures are very, very cool. They have a really cool animation style, and definitely more of a cartoonish, animated proportions and just overall style. The box set that I have today, it does feature a Hulk, but it's not a normal Hulk. This is Spider-Hulk. A few cases in the comics, he does transform into his own version of Hulk, and he rages out, rips through the costume, and pretty cool issues. And it's very, very cool that Disney decided to produce a Spider-Hulk. And the only way to get him is through this exclusive 6-pack Spider-Man set. It came out a few years back, and I'll show you what the set looks like right now. So there were a few different Hulks that have come out through the Disney Toy Box series. A few single packs and a double pack with Hulkbuster. This one is just very cool because since I'm exclusively pretty much a Hulk collector, I just don't have the space and just the mind capacity to really invest in other characters and to branch off into other DC and Marvel characters in general. I would love to have more characters, but it's tough. And it's nice where there's a Hulk included into a giant box set like this, so I can get a few other really, really cool Spider-Man characters mixed in there. Because Venom is probably in my top 3 favorite characters, so just having an excuse to get a very, very cool Venom figure is just really, really fun. So I'll give you a little overview of what the box looks like. It has an awesome window display down here. It shows the Spider-Man action figure gift set through the Disney Store. Just white up here with Marvel's Toy Box. Here's the Disney logo, Marvel Toy Box there. This box is huge. It's about 2.5 feet long. Here is a nice little art print of Venom, Spider-Man, and Miles Morales. Here's the back. These are really, really cool posed CG renders of the figures. Spider-Hulk. There's Miles, SpiderPig, SpiderGwen, Peter Parker Spider-Man, and Venom. It's just really, really cool art, piece in the back here. Just for displaying and be able to see the back of this is just really, really cool. This, again, was through the Disney Store, and it was $50 plus shipping, $70 Canadian. There's a nice Spider-Hulk image, Spider-Gwen, and SpiderPig. So we will start with Venom. Very, very, very cool sculpt. I'm more into bulkier characters like Juggernaut and Thing, Venom, Hulk. I love really big muscular anatomy, and Hulk's the king of that, but Venom is also a big boy at times, and they did a really, really cool job of making him a lot bigger than the Spider-Man characters. Just like in the Spider-Man 2, the game, Venom was very large, and as time has gone on, Venom has gotten bigger and bigger. But very, very cool interpretation. I love the unique spider. It's not his traditional one, but I do like it. Very, very cool tongue, gums, sharp teeth, again, all the musculature, has claws. Really, really fun anatomy. 3 toes at the bottom, which is very, very unique. That's not something you normally see for Venom, so that's their little interpretation. Much bigger upper body compared to the lower body. And the proportions, again, are very cartoonish, but I like that. It's very unique. It makes these figures stand out. So for Sculpt of Venom, I will give him a A-. I think he's excellent. For paint, Disney toy box figures are very, very clean. Very few errors, if at all, and the paint is just very simple because they try to keep it very cartoonish again. So there's really no shading. Really good paint in the lines, the teeth, the gums, the eyes. So for paint, for Venom, I will give a B+. For quality, I have never actually opened any of my toy box figures. I have all the Hulks, and I have this, and they're all in the package. But eventually one day I do want to get doubles of each, and I love to have them open, but I can't really talk about the quality. They look great from the package, and from what I've seen from other reviews, people have said the joints are tight and they stand really well. And it's a Disney product, and they're pretty expensive, so I don't see these being bad quality at all. So for all 6 of these, I'm going to keep the quality pretty standard and just give it an A-. It could be an A, it could be a B+, but I'll do it right down the middle. I'll give it an A-. And Venom definitely has a lot of presence, probably about an A- because he's a bigger character, stands out compared to the rest. So just really, really cool overall. Such a funny, unique character, SpiderPig, with the new Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse movies and stuff. He was a pretty popular character within that, and he had a little bit of fame throughout the comics, but never really got his shots, and it's just now cool that he's finally being shown a lot more. Very, very cool sculpt. He has the Spider-Man pose. He comes with the Spider mallet, which is awesome. Good paint. For sculpt, SpiderPig's pretty simplistic, but they nailed him pretty much exactly what it looks like, so I'll give him a B+. For paint, I think it's traditional blue and red. Has a little spider there. They did a really good job on the nose, the eyes, the mallet, but they didn't do anything with the lines and the spider webs within there. I wish those were black. So I do think that's a little bit of a miss for this, but terrible overall. So I'll give SpiderPig a B for paint. And again, quality is going to be an A-. And for wow factor, he does stand out because he is a pig in a Spider-Man costume with a giant mallet, so it's funny. And I'll give it a B+. SpiderGwen definitely got more popular since she was introduced, and as the years go on, she's definitely a popular character and has grown over the years. I thought they nailed her traditional costume. I love that they went with that type of mask with the hood instead of her without the mask. I like her with the mask a little bit more. I love the sculpt work on the chest and those little webs within the arms. They nailed the little blue boots. So pretty simple costume, but definitely SpiderGwen. Again, little web shooting hands. Very, very good. So I will give the sculpt of this a B+ as well. I think paint is better than the other two, just with the pink, and they painted within the lines there and there for the webs. A little bit of pink there. Again, the blue there. Nice flat black, a little bit of white. Nailed the eye. It's just very, very good overall. So I'll give paint a A-. Little bits into posing with articulation because compared to these, you know, you have a little bit of wrist rotation, no ab crunch or anything, just normal head rotation. Looks like you have a little bit of bend in the feet, and the legs look like they move to the side. For Venom, ankle, pivot and rotation probably, a little bit of knee articulation. You can definitely move the legs front and back, probably not side to side. There is a waist swivel, no ab crunch. Definitely shoulder rotation, no bicep swivel. Probably a single elbow articulation, and from what I could see, I don't know if there's actual wrist articulation or just rotation, but it looks like just rotation. No, it looks like there might be wrist articulation as well. I can't really tell. And the head, probably just side to side. I don't think it's going to have a lot of range due to the jaw for that. So, but without getting these out of the box, I'm not going to give them scores, but I'll just briefly go over what I can actually see. So she gets a little bit more because from what I can see, there's definitely wrist flex rotation, single joints elbows, rotation in the shoulders. Neck, again, there's probably no swivel on the neck. There is a hip rotation. The legs can go out to the sides and the front, singles and the knees, and looks definitely like pivots and all the flex of the ankles. So this is a little bit better compared to these two. And imagine Spider-Man and Miles will be the same. For quality, A-, and for wow factor, she's the only female. I don't think she stands out compared to a few of the other figures in this set, but I'll give it a B+ because I do like the pink. It pops with the white. For Spider-Man, I do like the proportions of all these figures. Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and Miles look to be the same height. SpiderGwen is definitely a little bit taller because she's scrunched down a little bit, and she's still taller than Peter and Miles. But as for Peter, pretty good detail on the eyes. Love the spider symbol. I love the sculpt work on the stomach. The webs make it look like abs. Nice chest. A little bit of point in the shoulders to give a little bit of diversity compared to him and Spider-Man. See, the anatomy is a little bit different. So bigger forearms compared to biceps. So to make those stand out a little bit. Nice artistic flair. Traditional blue and red. Looks like there's no webbing or anything within the blue. And the boots, they have very little webbing. You can vaguely see it. But again, a missed opportunity with not filling in the webs with the black. And a little bit of black at the bottom around the toes, which is interesting as well. Probably because the soles are black underneath. So for paint, I'm just going to give this a B+ for paint. It would be much higher if they filled in the webs with the black, but nice traditional blue and red. And, you know, it's definitely Spider-Man. They hit all the marks. Articulation looks to be the same as SpiderGwen in all areas. That's an interesting take on the boots as well, wrapping around the outside of the calves compared to the inside. That's an interesting take on the suit, but he looks great. And does he have wow factor? I think he's pretty standard. I think a lot of these other ones have a little bit more of a wow factor compared to him, so I'll give him a B. As for Miles, sculpt-wise, eyes are a little bit different. They definitely protrude a little bit more, and the actual pupils of those eyes are more squinted compared to Spider-Man, so he has a little bit more attitude to him. I do like the outfit. I like how they did the fingers coming through the black gloves and the red spider symbol compared to the black. I like how all the spider symbols are different for each of the characters, which is really cool. I like the red sculpt work through the chest. Well, it'd be really cool if they could kind of make the indentation stand out with a little bit different coloring, but that'd be kind of difficult, but it'd be cool if they did it. For the feet, they gave a little bit of red, opposite of Spider-Man with the black. As for sculpt, I think he's pretty exact to Spider-Man in regards to sculpt. I don't see any differences in the different head sculpt. Yeah, I'm in the indentations throughout the chest with the blue and the red, so it is a little bit different, but not enough to really make it stand out. So for sculpt, I'll give him his B+ as well, just like Spider-Man. For paint, I think they're both pretty much the same in regards to paint. I'll give Miles a B as well. I don't think there's any real major, differences with them other than their unique take, but I don't think anything stands out in regards to these two. I definitely think these two are the weakest of the 6, in my opinion. Articulation is definitely going to be the same as Spider-Man. Wow factor stands with the rest of them in regards to, the wow factor. So I'll give him a B with that as well. And now we'll jump on to, obviously, my favorite of the bunch. And I will say it right now, probably the best of the 6, in my opinion. So Spider-Hulk, huge, chunky figure, the tallest and definitely the biggest compared to Venom, I think. He's wider, definitely bigger legs, for sure, bigger feet, bigger arms. Just the head is definitely smaller compared to Venom, but every other thing is definitely bigger. In regards to sculpt, love the face, the green rip where you can see the Hulk protruding through the mask. Nice basic Spider-Man outfit here. The red is a little bit brighter of a red compared to Spider-Man. The spider symbol is protruding, so it's not just painted. And Spider-Man's looks like his is just painted, but this one is definitely sticking out and actually part of the sculpt, which is nice. You can see a little bit of veins through the costume, many rips in the gloves, obviously the fingers ripping through, doing the spider thwip with the hand, more rips, and you can see the fingers coming through there, more rips here, and obviously the feet just pulling out. And I can't really see if there's any rips in the back, but I imagine there's probably 1 or 2 in the back of the legs, and maybe even the back itself. But for sculpt, this is awesome. This is definitely getting an A. I really, really like the animated style. Just done really, really well. I think this has the best paint compared to the 6 as well. I definitely like the green, very vibrant, pops like crazy off the red and blue. stands out greatly. Again, the only thing I can see is they didn't paint in the spider webs without a little bit of a black within there. If I had this out of the box, I would definitely do it with a Sharpie pen probably and fill in all those little crevices of webs, but still fantastic, still looks great. I'll probably give it an A- for paint. For articulation, he's a little bit different. There is neck articulation, so he does probably look up and down really, really nice, which is great. The head definitely does a 360, definitely shoulder rotation. There is a bicep swivel. There is a wrist swivel and rotation, which is great. Same here. Looks like single joints in the elbows. I'm not sure how much range we got here. It might not be the greatest, just because Hulk is so bulky, and that's always his downfall with articulation, but still looks really good. There is waist rotation. There's no ab crunch. There's thigh swivel here. It does look like the legs can go out to the side and the front. And there's definitely ankle articulation and swivel. The range looks really good for the feet to go up. And again, if you can get this Hulk in a pose like this, that'd be awesome. Definitely can't with the toes, but if you can get something similar to that, that'd be really, really cool. But the feet do look like they have a decent amount of range. But the swivel, I'd imagine, to the side would be very difficult with this. I'm not sure the range of that. Might not be the greatest, but pretty good overall. I don't think it's bad. Quality of this looks like it would be fine. You see a little bit of rip there as well. But the paint's excellent. Quality looks really, really good. And definitely has wow factor again. Of these 6, I think he stands out by far the most. Definitely has wow factor. I'll give the wow factor an A for this. I think it's very, very nice, and I would definitely buy this 6-pack specifically just for this Hulk. But honestly, every one of these are very good, and it's just excellent overall. I think it's very, very, very good. So that is the set. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, the price was $50 on Disney Store's site. Now, you don't ever really find this box, together with all the figures. And if you do, I'd imagine it's a lot more. I haven't really looked at the price. I've seen these figures go separately for like $25, $30 a piece. Spider-Mans are a little bit cheaper, but definitely Venom and Hulk I've seen around $30, $35. Toybox figures are expensive. They own the Marvel license. Disney can do what they want as their own personal figures. So Disney Store items are usually really expensive. With a lot of the items that don't sell, they usually end up being, on sale. But stuff like Toybox stuff and their exclusive stuff sells pretty fast, and they never really go on sale. But if you do find this box set for under $100, still worth it in my opinion, because figures by themselves are $25 for the most part. So to get 6 for $50 when it first came out, it's less than $10 a piece, which is awesome. And overall, this box set is really, really good. Super fun. The figures don't average out to be an A, but the box set together with the art, the presentation, I'm probably going to give it an A. Spider-Hulk definitely has the highest score of the bunch, but they're all excellent. And just if you can get your hands on this and you're a Spider-Hulk fan, a Spider-Man fan, it's just so cool. I love this box set. Definitely worth it. Disney Toy Box stuff is awesome. Highly recommend them. So please Hulk smash the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Shorts Monday through Friday, main videos Saturday and Sunday. And hope you had a wonderful day. So I will see you when I see you. Peace.
Peace. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll never have the sacred stone. Oh, this you crazy mother.